Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to apologize in advance for bringing you this horribly cursed map, probably one of the worst things I've ever showed anyone. Which country is going to come out on top in this all-coastal world? And why is it obviously going to be Chile? No, but if Chile or Croatia don't win, like, something is just not right. It's just not accurate. I love that technically Bosnia is here, even though they have, like, only a mile of coastline. One thing I like about Earth Royale is that all of these coastal provinces aren't super thick. I mean, you can just kind of see how highly detailed the map is. It's not like just some fat Siberian province like in most map games. Now, technically speaking, to start things off, Indonesia is actually the top country, which shouldn't actually be too surprising considering they're just a bunch of islands. Then it's Canada, who is the second largest nation by land area in the world. They also, by which, have a lot of islands. And then Russia. Now, Russia has most of their territory obviously in the land that has been lost, but they are still looking pretty good in this horribly cursed world. Well, that's right, they also get some stuff along the Black Sea. Keep in mind the Caspian Sea has no access to the oceans. There's also a lot of very interesting things happening on the coast of Africa. There are plenty of nations that could easily come out on top in this continent. Like Vietnam is also a pretty strong contender. Just look at how small those provinces are compared to China. They're actually very strong. Honestly, this is basically just Vietnam already. Yeah, they're just like a tiny bit skinnier, but for the most part, this is Vietnam. So the god Chile is in 7th place. Let's see if the prophecy can come true. So on turn 1, Japan has attacked South Korea. Next, we have the USA taking islands from Mexico. Oh, these islands by Baja California. I was like, wait, Mexico has islands? Or at least islands that are big enough to appear on a map. Next, we have a North and South Korea unification. All of a sudden, Japan attacks South Korea, almost eliminates them, and then they're like, all right, fine. I guess this Kim Jong-un guy's got some good ideas. Our first complete death has just happened. France was divided by neighbors. Now, Spain got a lot of the southern French coastal territory. Meanwhile, Monaco picked up this. British got Brittany, France. Completely forgot about all of this territory on the Baltic Sea. Germany, Poland, and of course the Baltic states here. And already, Chile has taken Argentina's coast. Of course they have. That is hilarious. That basically means that they've capitulated, even though they meant to only take the coast. And of all countries to do this too. Canada's just established a colony in Central America, right here next to Guatemala. These states actually also might be a sleeper. Got a lot of provinces they're hiding there. Panama is looking like their full self. They giveth and they taketh away. South Korea and North Korea have split up. No way. Chile's now taken Uruguay's coast. They are now slowly approaching a war against Brazil. Australia is being divided by neighbors. Indonesia getting even more powerful. Papua New Guinea and Vanuatu also picking up some land. No! Chile! Already Chile's gone. That's a huge F. How could this have happened? I'm sorry. It's unrealistic. Everything here from now on is just clearly a simulation that would never happen. Oman getting expanded into, both Yemen and now the UAE getting some extra land. Swedish borders have shrunk. Finland getting a little bit of the north. Iceland just got annexed by Denmark. Denmark also a sleeper. Look at all the coastal territory they have because they have Greenland and now an additional island with just a massive volcano on it. Denmark has now made it into 10th place. Well, if we can't have Chile win, there's always Croatia. Tuvalu, Oceania got nuked by Marshall Islands. I forgot that you could do that. Some of these countries might get nuked into oblivion because they don't have much territory in the first place, so they'll just like cease to exist. And now China has fallen. China also looked like they were going to do pretty good. Vietnam got the south, so did the Republic of China or Taiwan. North Korea got a lot out of that though. Indonesia just got nuked by Russia. So this is definitely a huge setback for Indonesia, but maybe it's not that bad because now Canada has been divided and the vast majority of this has gone to the USA, although Denmark got some of the islands. Portugal just got annexed by Spain and now Taiwan is gone, so Japan getting even more stuff. Norway's just straight up collapsed, which means there's been like new nations set free. Nordland, Sami, never know how to pronounce that. And then all this is up for grabs. This is colonizable land. The United Kingdom has taken Ireland's coast, which means Ireland again ceases to exist. And Brazil got annexed by the UK. 1-2 punch, taking out Ireland and then Brazil. Of course, the British already had a large chunk of South America because of the Falkland Islands. And now Japan has taken this island away from Norway. I mean, what's this island called again? Something with an S. It's really weird pronunciation, but it's like the most, it has, I think, the town that's closest to the North Pole. And I guess Panama will not win. They just got divided by both Colombia and Costa Rica. Even on an all-coastal world, Poland still gets divided. How exactly does that happen? A lot of Russia took that from Kaliningrad. Isn't that supposed to be Czech territory? Indonesia is trying to colonize their, like, formerly nuked land. There are a lot of others that are taking that away, like Russia. A flood started in Italy. So, wait a second. Wait a second. You can lose even more land? Like, so this is now, I don't even think you can take this back. Somehow the ocean popped up within the middle of the islands, right? I mean, within the middle of the continents. And now it's taking even more stuff back. Italy was also looking pretty okay. Oh wait, no, you can get some of it. The flood is here for now, but then the water will, I think, retreat back into the sea. Yes, slowly dirt is appearing. So maybe Italy can get that back, but, well, I don't know if they're gonna get all of it back. Madagascar borders have shrunk, and now there's a fire that has started. This game has been updated so much. The Philippines have split in half, although it looks like there's the Republic of Philippines and North Phil. Oh wait, this is communist, isn't it? The Republic of the Philippines. Wait, I don't know which one's gonna be the communist side and which one's the democratic. That's gonna be fun to watch for in the future. The United Kingdom just got annexed by Suriname. Of all places, Suriname is now on top. Not ahead of the USA, that's right. USA is still number one because they took all of Canada, but even after that, Indonesia is still in second and pretty close behind. Egypt and Palestine have just unified. I'm just like so shocked. Like, how is this map getting even more cursed? So Italy is attempting to get their like flooded lands back, but Japan for some reason is here taking some of it, and Turkey has just been divided by neighbors. Again, Russia slowly picking up more land. They're being very quiet, but they're staying in that top 5 position. Sri Lanka has just taken India's coast, and there goes Slovenia. So Croatia did get a little bit of extra land. Croatia being very quiet. Wonder what their strategy is. Havana has gained independence from Cuba, so we now have a city-state here. Wait, Denmark has established a colony in unclaimed land, Antarctica? Where is Antarctica? I don't see an Antarctica on here. Is that it? Oh, that is it. It's like this really small island. All right. Japan just got annexed by Russia. Russia is very quickly going for that #1 spot. They actually are in the #1 spot. Pretty far ahead of the USA too. Bulgaria getting annexed by Greece. Greece also got a lot of Turkey. Suriname now expanding even more north into South America. Also, we have to keep an eye on Peru. Egypt and Palestine have now broken up. These unifications are really not lasting very long. And Bangladesh is gone, giving Myanmar even more stuff. America coming for Russia as they've just annexed all of Mexico. Now the USA has taken back the first place position. The Republic of the Philippines have just kicked out whoever had taken the southern part of the Filipino islands. North Philippines or Communist Philippines not looking quite as strong now. Russia got nuked by I don't know if I should say this out loud. I don't want to have any bad omens. Italy's borders have shrunk even more, but they just lost Sicily. Not bad. I mean, they took a lot of the flooded lands back. Could be worse. Belize, Guatemala, and Cuba held a referendum to join the USA. They all voted yes. Belize is here, Guatemala is here, and then all of Cuba, except for Havana, because Havana got their own independence. Again, USA is not playing any games, even if this world is a complete game. It's a joke, I know. A little bit of cleanup is happening along the Ivory Coast of Africa. Italy just took Croatia's coast. No! We've lost another one. Well, again, I think we knew this one was going to be that realistic. It started pretty realistic with Chile taking everything, though. Okay, after I say that, Turkey and Greece has now unified. Now you know this is a completely magical fantasy world. Watch them stay unified, too. They won't even break up. A lot of color going on the Norway coast because Norway collapsed and released so many nations. United States of America expanding even more. They're expanding a little bit into Danish territory. And there goes New Zealand getting a bit more out of Oceania. They still have a lot of work to do. Suriname just got partitioned, which means a really big force fell and then all their neighbors got a bunch of stuff. Wait, how did Russia get this? Russia must have colonized something nearby? USA got some stuff? Wait, what? That just throws everything off. We now have Indonesia on Ireland. I don't know when that happened. They also are on the British Isles. Then there's Belgium and Denmark. Belgium just established a colony in New Zealand. And right after that, New Zealand has just collapsed. There is New Munster, though. North Philippines got divided, and the Philippines are now completely democratic. They're reunified and democratic now. South Korea, North Korea, and Vietnam held a referendum. They all joined Russia. There is literally a second Cold War for coastlines. Russia now #1 again. No matter how much of the world is a joke, there's always going to be another Cold War. The United States of America just got annexed by the Bahamas. The Bahamas, which didn't take anything at all before this point, just took the second biggest nation on Earth, and now they are number one. Because I guess they actually did have a lot of islands here. Maybe they had control over more stuff than I'm thinking. Couldn't have been that much stuff. Alexandria just gained their independence from Egypt. It's really cool to see all these like cities pop up. Germany's borders have shrunk, which means the Dutch got a little bit out of that. Wait, shouldn't the Dutch win? Denmark now is next to fall. So top 5 is actually the Republic of the Philippines, surprisingly. Rio Grande Sul. Where the hell did they come from? Indonesia, Russia, and then the Bahamas. There goes Italy inside of Europe. Spain got a lot of stuff. Bosnia got a lot of stuff. That would be the most hilarious thing ever if Bosnia won. Kind of rooting for them now. There goes Sweden. They've been divided. Germany got a lot of stuff in the collapse of Denmark. And with that said, Germany has just been divided. So they gone too. What is this blue nation? Has the ocean taken back? No, that's the DRC. There's like a perfectly blue country that's like throwing me off. Nope. Turkey and Greece have split up. Now Bahamas are leading the war against Russia, the Cold War that is. I don't even know if it's a Cold War actually. The Bahamas somehow established a colony in Russia. So they're like heating it up already. No, Bosnia, the last thing we need is for you to shrink. Ukraine after nuking Russia has been annexed by Russia. Romania, Georgia just held a referendum. Some of them joined Greece, I believe. Indonesia gets even stronger. They actually might have pulled ahead in first place after they've just annexed all of the Philippines. Nope, they're in third and they're still kind of far behind, but man, these top 3 nations way above everyone else. Latvia, Sri Lanka, and Indonesia held a referendum to join Russia. Latvia only voted yes. That would have been huge if Indonesia just joined Russia right now. Palau just joined Indonesia. Like one island they got. Very nice. That's right. Sri Lanka is the new India. I thought this was just India out here. Turkey is gone, which means Greece got a lot of stuff. Russia got, well, Turkey didn't have much in the first place. Kenya Coast just got independence from Tanzania. Gotta watch those African nations. There's a lot of people that could win there. Russia almost has a stranglehold over the Black Sea. Palestine got annexed by, Israel. Awkward. Kuwait and Saudi Arabia have united, and there goes Finland. Again, Russia getting even more points. They've taken a lot of this stuff over here. They're actually not that far ahead of the Bahamas, though, somehow. Look at the Kingdom of the Solomon Islands having all of French coastal territory and a little bit of the southern UK. Peru has fallen mostly to Venezuela. A fire just started in the Bahamas. The Bahamas were pretty close to number 1, but with this fire, they might shrink. Croatia is back in the game. They've gained independence from I forgot that could happen. Maybe even Chile will come back. Croatia's looking good. They've got 6 provinces. Indonesia got annexed by Russia. Again, Russia is now twice as large as the second place nation. They just don't go down. Look at all the purple going on right here. Also, Spain just got annexed by Morocco. That pushes Morocco into 4th place. I'm just reading for either Bosnia or Croatia. Wait, did you just kill Croatia? Yeah, Croatia's already gone. And they've just united with Greece. It's a pretty good combination if you want to somehow fight back against Russia. Russia just got partitioned. Whoa! We have Hong Kong that have taken like all of East Asia and Japan. There's Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Iran for some reason, Turkey. What? Bosnia, Greece taking some of the stuff on the Black Sea, and then some of it's just uncolonized land. So now number 1 is back in the Bahamas, but number 2 is now randomly the Hong Kong nation. I don't know why I said that so weird. The Hong Kong nation. I didn't even know Hong Kong was here. Oh, and Hong Kong is gone. Okay. Well, thank you. Just praying to the gods Chile somehow comes back. There goes South Africa. Although I am kind of enjoying the fact that the DRC is slowly making it so all the coastlines are disappearing. They're slowly getting bigger and bigger. Can't have no landlocked places or coastlines with this nation. Oh my. Every time I root for someone. Bosnia is now gone. Just a place with, you know, very little coastline. Would have been funny to see win. Russia is actually back somehow. They just got this part of their territory, the European northern coastal stuff. Cornwall just gained its independence from the Kingdom of Solomon Islands. Also, I didn't know that some countries, like some countries' regions, can vote to join another nation. That's so crazy. And there were 50 nations left. Number 1 is the Bahamas still. Bangladesh, Iran, and Malaysia voted to join Sri Lanka. Bangladesh and Iran said yes. So look at this huge South Asian empire joining up. Who is this? Malaysia? Oh, Malaysia's looking pretty powerful. Oh, Malaysia's number 2. I didn't even realize that. UAE have split in half. And there goes Sri Lanka. Malaysia now, I think, in a firm 2nd place. Yeah, they're actually halfway behind the Bahamas, and the Bahamas, I don't want to jinx it, but I think they're going to collapse. Just too big. Something bad's going to happen. Israel, Egypt, and Russia held a referendum to join Lebanon. Israel was the only one that said yes. Belgium just got annexed by Morocco. Morocco's now looking pretty good. Russia is back, but their borders are shrinking. And now Madagascar is gone. Wow, look at the Congo. Let's go Congo. The Congo are like in those games where like there's just a black void and it's slowly eating up the entire map. That's what I imagine. They got a large part of the southern part of Africa. Malaysia just got annexed by Papua Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea now in second place, as the Bahamas do nothing. There's now a new Iraq. A new Iraq broke away from Malaysia. Now Papua New Guinea is gone. The Bahamas have gained all of that. They pretty much got all of that. The Bahamas are now like firmly in first place, although Morocco is picking up stuff slowly. There's like 25 countries left in this world, and Russia is not one of them. Once again, Russia has fallen. Let's see if they stay like that. Morocco just got divided as they were slowly gaining more and more land. You can see there are some powers growing, but mostly it's like a revolt against the Bahamas. The Bahamas have almost a piece of land in every continent. There goes the Netherlands, who were doing pretty good in Europe. They were the one to stop the constant growth of water. If we're assuming the internal parts here are water, looks like it to me, I don't know. We have 13 nations left. The Bahamas by far over 1,000 points. Please, Congo, you're our only hope. Banish everyone to the void. And the Bahamas have just been partitioned. It is now anyone's game. Also, because they were partitioned, who got all this stuff? It wasn't really the void. There's actually a lot of strange unifications that have taken place. I don't want to show who's in the top 10 right now because I don't want to give away who's going to win. There's only 10 nations left, really. Denmark just gained independence. Could we see a magical comeback from Denmark? UK also are back in it. We were down to our final 10. Now we're like back to 12. This purple nation is this massive unification. Lebanon, Latyria, I've not heard of many of these places. 2 out of the 3. Denmark will not be coming out on top, but the UK is still here. Okay, just keep on unifying. There's now, I don't even know how many nations are in this union. Oh, and they've split, so it's been equally divided, or no? I don't think it's been equally. No, not the Congo! Congo have fallen, and the UK has fallen as well. It's just chaos, and I don't even really know what's happening at this point. I can't even narrate. Okay, Lebanon is gone. Lebanon looked like they were probably number 1. Maybe. A bunch of people just got divided. Latyria and Tartus have just won. Who? This is a city in Syria. Okay, very magical. However, I would assume this is actually just some puppet government pretending to be in power. Meanwhile, Chile is actually the puppet master. And big thanks to my patrons.
A fat Norwal.
Presented by Robert
My wife
E.
hates this
Sebi,
part.
if you hear this,
Kilgore
I love
is
you.
your
Drew's
daddy.
Argentinian grandpa.
$20 is a
Yarna,
lot, Drew.
Wild
Bring
Fang.
back
Chris
Poland ball.
3773.
Czechia ball.
Danny,
Evan
the
Good
Gamer.
alright.
Luxembourg
I stole
lover.
Drew's pet dog.
Jack
Patrick
Patrick
Animation.
Morton
The Polish
516.
Lithuanian
Why am I
Commodore
doing
Pie.
this?
The Mexicans.
And Zany Boy.